free to you to download or not download or print or whatever you want to do, but you have to read them, of course. In addition, this class will be webcast. I don't really even understand what that means because I'm older than most of you. You probably do understand what that means. At some point, I'll put an announcement up on DSpace clarifying what the heck that means. And that's also provisional. We may or may not definitely do that, but for the time being, that's the plan to have videos of the lecture up online. So I don't know. I also don't totally understand the purpose of that is. As far as, you'll be able to come to class, go through the PowerPoint slides, and then watch the lectures again. I don't know why you want to do that, but I guess if you miss a material or you miss a class, this would be a way to cover yourself. One of the keys to the class. I've designed this class because I was an undergraduate vaguely recently, kind of, like in the 90s. And I know, that's not that recent. So, and when I was an undergraduate, what used to drive me crazy was classes with lots of gray areas where I wasn't sure what exactly I was required to do, and I didn't know how to say ace the class, you know? And in my opinion, ideally a college class would be so straightforward in terms of what you're expected to do and how to do well in the class that you could, if you worked hard and were reasonably smart, which all of you are, you could ace the class. So I tried to start the class that way, with a totally open agenda in terms of how it's graded, and so on. So what does that mean? That means for the essays, we go into a lot of depth talking about how you do well in these essays. For the exams, we have very thorough review sessions and review sheets, so you know exactly the material you're responsible for, and then you can, if you work hard enough, ace those exams. And I want you to. That would be terrific. I would love that. So rule one for the class is show up. So I know that sounds really simple, and I'm webcasting, so it sounds contradictory, but I want you to show up. And this class is constructed so that if you do show up, you're going to do pretty well. Because it's pretty simple how to do well in the class. It just requires a little bit of effort and showing up. And if you've ever noticed this, college classes disproportionately reward showing up, right? Like if you show up, do pretty badly on a few things, you can still pass a class, right? Like you show up and you bomb an exam, you probably still get like a 50 or a 60. But if you don't show up at the exam, you fail the exam, you get a 0, right? And if you've ever had a 0 in a class, you know it's almost impossible to pull out a good grade after that. But you can show up and screw up an exam and still pull out like a B+ or an A-. I mean, that's what I've been told. I've never done anything like that in my life. So, and why do we construct classes this way? Why do college professors reward just showing up so much? Why do we give you 70 points just to get a D instead of 0? Why do we do that? The reason is because we believe that the world works that way, that the world rewards showing up. And those of you who have experienced the real world, most all of you experience the real world. Those of you think back when you were in reality, as you know, you're not there now, but as you know, if you don't show up at your job, you get friggin' fired, right? And that's true. The biggest rule in life is show up. You'll do at least reasonably well if you do show up, and that's why we start our classes to really over-reward showing up. Okay, second thing you need to do, pay attention. The lecture, I know, these are really simple, annoyingly simple things. Okay, you need to pay attention because a huge amount of the material for the course is in these lectures. So it's very important you show up and pay attention. Please do not talk in the lectures. I get ludicrously angry, I blow my top, it's ridiculous. You don't want to see it. It's very, very, very ugly. And I hope I can say that and not have to try to do it because I don't know if I'll live up to that. But please just pay attention, don't talk. I'm going to have a laptops okay policy provisionally, but I will move to no laptop policy if no one's freaking paying any attention at all. Okay. The third thing you do the readings. I'm sorry, I have to look at my notes. What do you do? Do the readings? Yes. So do the readings. The readings are selected to be really, really good. I'll come back to that in a second. So there's no reason you shouldn't be doing the readings. And you should know that this week the readings are already started. So there's a reading you're responsible for this week. And then the fourth thing is study for the exams. And as I said, we make that very simple. We tell you exactly what you're expected to do, and that way you can ace the exams because that's what we really would like you to do. There's no reason you can't kick total ass in this class, and we would like that. In no way am I at war with you trying to get your grade down or curve you down or anything. I'm actually working with you to try and get you kick-ass grade in this class. So as an extension of the showing up policy, make-up assignments will always be more difficult than the actual assignment that you would miss. So just turn it in to begin with and show up at the exams. If you don't show up at the exams, horrible, terrible, terrible, awful things will befall you. Just don't do it. So if you do all this stuff, if you show up, pay attention, do the readings, and study the exams, which is a pretty simple list, you will do well in the class, and you might get a really good grade in the class, and we would like that. Okay. Another thing that's required for the class is an experimental participation. So you get an on-the-ground look at what social psychology research is like, the nuts and bolts, the concrete experience. We require you to participate in one experiment over the course of the semester. I'll give you more information on that in like a couple weeks. Also, we may offer a second one for extra credit. Just depends on whether there's enough slots to accommodate this many people. Because there are a lot of people here. I don't know if you noticed that. There's a lot of people here. This is freaking me out. Okay. So overall, you'll be graded on the exams, most of all, like 20% for each exam, and then like a 40% catch-all category for the essays, both the short ones and the longer ones, and then also the quizzes. So the readings, to talk a little bit about the readings, they're very eclectic. They're really diverse. There's two sets of readings. So one is these books, right? These 3 books, which I picked because I find them really, really interesting. They're basically, in my opinion, the 3 greatest books in the history of social psychology. So when I went to go figure out what books to give you and make you read, these are the ones that came immediately to mind. I'll be very interested to hear on like the end evaluations which ones you like the best. I think most people have said they like the Cialdini book the best. I like the Haidt book the best, Jonathan Haidt book. Other people say the Wilson book, whatever. So the books are really interesting. The articles. What's up with these articles? These are real professional articles. All the articles that are in the required readings folder, in the resources folder, on the DSpace webpage, they're all real professional articles. And here again, I've given you real professional articles full of confusing statistics. And I understand that. I want you to read through the confusing statistics and get as much out of these articles as you possibly can. And why have I given you professional articles instead of just secondary pieces like books and review pieces and stuff? I've given you those because I want you to have some insight on what professors read and graduate students so that you can really size up what professors are doing when they do social psychology, and also maybe size up how into this you are. You know, because for advanced study in this area, or in any area in the social sciences, you'll need to be reading these kind of articles. And maybe you already are, and this is very pedantic to you, but if you're not, then this is an entree to academia in a way. This is the real stuff that we read, that we write, and I want you to have the experience of having to kind of muddle through them. Now people, more than any other aspect of the class, end up skipping on this, and their grades suffer. At the end of the semester, we'll always have people lined up saying, I should have gotten an A, but I got an A-, I should have gotten an A+, but I got an A, I should have gotten a D, but I got an F, whatever. And when I talk to them, it's overwhelmingly clear that they're not reading the articles. So if there was one key to like not screw up this class, it would be don't skip on the articles like everybody else freaking does. There's quizzes that enforce that you've read them, so we have quizzes, and you'll do well in the quizzes, you'll do very well in the quizzes if you just read the articles. And there's also multiple choice questions on the exams about the articles. You'll ace all those if you read them. You'll miss all of them if you don't. They're constructed to basically just be like, have you read these things? And that's what I want. Okay, let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, I should introduce Nora Broge as our head reader. This is a new position that's been created in the sociology department for classes of this sort because readers just aren't enough. Readers are fantastic. We have an incredible fleet of readers. Many of them have read for this class before. We have advanced psychology and sociology students. Great readers. There's not going to be any problem with that. But then I need help because you guys tend to email people a lot. It's part of your generation. I respect that. I email people a ton. But I need help responding to all this. And Nora is that kind of first line of defense. Nora is also somebody I requested for this position. She's incredibly organized. She hasn't made a mistake in 4.5 years, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. Not one. And those of you who've had her as a GSI before will, I'm sure, agree with that. So yeah, anyway, Nora, do you want to? All right, that's Nora. So Nora's here. Infallible. If you want to ask questions about the class, they should generally be directed at Nora. Then you will get the correct information. If you want wrong information, email me. And that's how it is. Because I've made so many mistakes in the last 4.5 years. Yeah, so when should you email me? If you have like a medical emergency or something you're not comfortable talking to anybody else about, you can talk to me. But in general, for sort of day-to-day administrative stuff, Nora is who you want to contact. Okay. All right, that's it. Any questions about organizational stuff? Not about adding to class. I'm about to talk about that. Any questions about organizational stuff? Yes. I can't say for sure. I guess I would say a mix would be my first thought on that. Good question. Other questions? Okay, cool. So let's talk about adding the class. So I would love all of you to be able to take the class, but fire code dictates that we must have a certain number of people for a certain number of seats, and so we have to do some kind of priority system for letting people in. But I sincerely would like all of you to take the class, if not this semester, then one in the future. So first, if you want to get in the class, this is like really obvious. Register for the class or get on the wait list. That's pretty obvious. Second, I'll be taking attendance through the first week of class, and probably the second week as well. Kind of depends on how the wait list sifts out. It may be unnecessary. Maybe people will drop or get added to the class, and we won't need to keep doing it in the second week. But for the first, for today and Thursday, we're gonna take thorough attendance. If you miss both of these classes, you're not here to hear me saying this. But for those of you who aren't here, if you miss both the classes this week, you'll be dropped from the class and the wait list, or the wait list, and you'll be replaced with people who went to both classes. Then within that, there's a system of priorities. This is not my system of priorities. I don't necessarily endorse it. It is the sociology department's. We will add social majors first. Social majors first, sociology majors first, seniors, and because seniors are better people than the rest of us. Me included. I was a better person when I was a senior. I wish for those days. And then juniors, and I assume sophomores who are not as good people as juniors and seniors or whatever. Yeah, this is not my system. This is the sociology department system. So that's how it's going to work. So again, if you want to get into the class, just show up. And you have to show up in order to get into the class. We'll probably carry over the attendance thing to next week. Yes, Nora's telling me. Nora will in general know the answers to these questions, and I won't. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I respect that. Okay, so are there any questions about this? Sorry, so there's an attendance sheet, or a series of attendance sheets are going around now. It is your responsibility to get on one of these attendance sheets. You need not get on all of them. Wait, we're not even, no, sorry, I lied about that. Nora is now distributing attendance sheets. It's your responsibility to get on one of these. You don't need to get on all of them, just get on one. Yes. Yes, at the bottom. Please write your name in at the bottom so we can keep track of your attendance and talk to me after class. Other questions about this? It's pretty simple, I think. Okay. All right, so, and it should work well because it's not in my hands. Okay. Now we'll talk a little bit about the substance of the class, then we'll take a break, and then we'll do a lecture. We'll do this lecture. So the substance of the class. I love the area of social psychology. When I was, well, you're not all, 19, 20, 21, 22, but when I was in your position, when I was an undergraduate student, I was aimless and wandering through the academic desert. I had no solace. I was adrift. I can't go anything else, but I was like that. And I was trying to find something I was really passionate about, something I could get really into. And then I registered for a social psychology lecture class that I tried to basically pattern this class after. It was taught by a graduate student, my friend Will Kalkoff, who now teaches at Kent State University. He's a really great guy. And I took this class and I started to get exposed to sociology and psychology takes on human behavior and explain our position in the world and our influence on the world and the world's influence on us. And it all just sort of clicked. Like for me, I was like, all right, I found material that I find really fascinating, that I'm really passionate about. And so for me, this class is an effort to then render that to you, to give you the experience that I have. And if I can do any small part of what Will did for me, then you'll enjoy the class, and I think you'll take the material. So what is social psychology? It's essentially the study of psychological and social influences on behavior. You don't need to write that down. You don't need to write that down. By the way, I forgot to say this whole first lecture, you can just pay attention. There's no need to take notes. None of this will be on the exam. Okay, so basically the best research in the social sciences on the causes and effects of human behavior in everyday life, I think, happens in social psychology. And I don't think most people would debate that. In social psychology, we try to learn why and how it is that someone would come into a lab environment and try to shock somebody to death or torture prisoners or conform to absurd stimuli. We also try to study interesting questions like what are the non-conscious influences on your behavior? Is subliminal advertising real? What makes people cooperate? What makes people discriminate? What makes people get over emotionally traumatizing experiences? What makes people happy? What makes people fall in love? And so on. And in this class, that's essentially what this class is about, is all those things. All those everyday things that you would sit around, or well, if you're anything, you would sit around and talk with your friends about anyway. But here, we'll try to study them in a systematic, formally guided, scientifically oriented way, and hopefully get some kind of greater insights than we would if we were just trying to figure things out on our own. We're going to take what we've learned from 100 years of social psychological research, and if all goes well, by the end, you'll know more about yourself and your position in the world than you did when you walked in here. Okay, so now I just read some social psychology research that says that you cannot maintain attention for more than like 40 minutes at a time. So since I'm about to give you about a 40-minute lecture, let's take like a 2-minute break, talk amongst yourselves, read whatever you want, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, if I get your attention, we'll get started again. Okay. All right, so now we're all rested, we're ready, we're tan, we look good, and we're ready to go. All right, so a couple of notes Nora told me to tell you. She doesn't like to speak directly. I'm just going to tell you that Nora said, wait to buy the books if you're on the wait list because they might not let you return them. Is that anywhere? They are good books. I think you'd like them. If you don't take the class this semester because of whatever circumstances, I would love for you to take it the next year when I teach it again. The second thing, special accommodation letters, like if you're on a sports team or something like that. If you have DSP thing, I know about that. You don't need to drop that off. But if you have a special accommodation associated with some sort of sports team, you're an athlete, you're strong, you're mighty. Please give us that. We're very impressed. Please give us that. And Nora will then know it. Okay. Okay. So today's lecture. Normally, I'm morally and philosophically opposed to doing an actual substantive lecture on the first day of class. We're tired. I don't know about you, but I was actually on the beach a week ago. It was beautiful. Like sand beat my toes, and then that vacation slipped away like so much sand through my fingers. And I'm not ready to be back. I don't know about you. It's difficult. It's a struggle, right? It's not easy. Yeah. But here we are. And we gotta make the best of it. And this class will meet 2 days a week this semester. I've taught it in the past for 3 days a week. So normally I could just give you the day off the first day. I really apologize, but I can't do that because we just don't have enough time. So we're gonna do a substantive lecture. But this substantive lecture is really just to orient you to the field of social psychology, get some kind of basic ground rules about how the field works. You're not really expected to take notes. You don't even pay attention. You can do whatever you want. Okay? No, please pay attention. Okay. But you're not responsible for all this. Just listen. Just focus on listening. And then on Thursday we'll start with material you'll be responsible for the exam. Okay. So what is this class about? It is about social psychology. What is social psychology, or as those of us in the know call it, social psych? It is the study of human behavior and attitudes and how they are affected by and themselves affect groups. And what we do in this area is do research that's guided by the belief that an understanding of society is enriched by understanding the role of the individual in reference to society. Okay, so a lot of sociologists don't bother with individuals. They don't need to fuss with individuals. They look at the group level or the nation level or something like that, and those of you who take sociology classes might be used to that, and that's cool. I have no gripe with that. But in social psychology, we have this assumption that you're going to understand the world better if you take into account the individual. And this makes it, in some ways, a compelling field of study for us to learn, right? Because we are ourselves individuals out in the world, and understanding our position in the world is something we're kind of struggling to do all the time anyway. I'm trying to get these lights right. Okay. So one of the fundamental questions we're interested in social psychology is why does society even happen in the first place? Why society? Why is it instead that we're not trapped in the state of nature that Thomas Hobbes famously described as solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short? And if you look at this picture of Thomas Hobbes, I think you can understand why he saw it so negatively. By the way, I love that he calls it nasty, brutish, and short, as though you want some like longer life in this horrible state of nature. It reminds me of that joke about it. Woody Allen joke about the two women in the restaurant. One of them's like, oh, you know, the food here is so awful. And the other one's like, I know, and the portions are so small. So why is it that doesn't happen? Why is it that state of nature that Enlightenment philosophers like Rousseau and Thomas Hobbes were so obsessed with? Why is it that doesn't obtain? Why do we have society? And my hope is that by the end of this semester, we'll have some understanding of why it is that humans are fundamentally social animals and how it is that we interact with one another. Okay, so here is a very crude look at levels of analysis in social science research. And you have to promise me as we go through this that you won't show this to any of your other professors or anything like this, because this is like woefully unscientific, but it's just an effort to sort of orient you to where we are, okay? And you can see these like levels of analysis move from up here, societies, nations, cultures, down to like groups, the sort of meso level as we refer to it, then the individual level, and then the kind of sub-individual level, and then the like molecular sub-individual type level here. And a lot of sociologists hang out up here, right? In the discourse between how societies, nations, and cultures are shaped by groups, organizations, families, and social networks. And that's great. I like that. Sometimes I do that kind of research too. It's really cool. Here, we're going to be primarily in this range, or well, okay, let's see this. Sociological social psychology. Social psychology is an area that's in two disciplines, sociology and psychology, and that's going to be kind of confusing, and we'll have to very cumbersomely refer all the freaking time to like sociological social psychology or psychological social psychology. By the end of the semester, you'll be so tired of hearing me say that. I apologize in advance. Okay, sociological social psychology is at kind of this level. How does the individual, his or her behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs shape the outcomes of groups and organizations and networks, and then vice versa? How do the groups shape the individual? In psychological social psychology, as you would probably guess, they're a little bit more interested in a somewhat lower level of analysis. They're a little bit more interested in cognition, because why? Because you would go into psychology if you're really interested in the human mind, right? And that's great. So they tend to hang out in this area. Individual behavior, attitudes, and beliefs, and how they're shaped by the mind, cognitions, and perceptions. They do occasionally scale up to this level as well, but they mostly are hanging around in here. So in this class, we'll be covering this stuff as well as this stuff, and hopefully trying to give you an understanding of how groups, organizations, and networks arise from the mind, the properties of mind, cognitions, and perception of the world. Okay. More recently, really reductionist. Reductionism is a word for like when scientists try to go down in levels of analysis. So really reductionist sociologists like myself are interested in the individual and stuff. Less reductionist ones hang around up here. Really reductionist psychologists go all the way down to here, to how neurons, genes, and even hormones influence behavior and outcomes in groups and such. So that's a very sort of ham-fisted, awkward sky view of the social sciences that, again, you promised not to show your other social science professors. Okay. So within social psychology, here's another way to look at levels of analysis. Person to person, we do a lot of research of this sort, where individuals are interacting with other individuals. How does that work? Stuff like cooperation, altruism, gift-giving. We also look at group-to-person influences. How does the group shape your behavior and attitudes? So like conformity or obedience dynamics. And then we also look at person-to-group. How are groups made up of individual actors who come together and influence group outcomes? And then we also do group-to-group stuff that we won't talk about as much in here. I know we will talk about that during the social identity theory part of the class. And then the big secret in social psychology is we actually do a lot of this too. Just talking about the individual, their attitudes, their behavior. We're not really supposed to do that because it's social psychology, but we do it anyway because they let us do it, and it's really fun. So we're going to talk about all these levels of analysis in this class. Okay. So what are subjects of analysis do social psychologists get interested in and do research on? Well, it's pretty much the topics from the class, right? Stuff like roles, identity, power, status, influence, sexuality. We won't have that much on that in this class. Don't get too excited. Emotions, conformity. I know. What's that? Obedience, self-esteem, happiness, stereotypes, social exchange, political views. I cut that actually because we didn't like it, not because I don't think it's important. Altruism, authenticity, religious beliefs, aggression, and so on. We'll be talking about all this stuff throughout the course of this semester. This picture has nothing to do with anything. This is just a cute little picture. I don't know. That's like life as a nonconformist in Berkeley, I guess. Nonconformity gets very complicated here. Okay. Okay, so up close a little bit more with sociological and psychological social psychology, because you're going to need to understand this distinction by the end of the semester. So sociological social psychology, what are some distinguishing features of sociological social psychology? Okay, well, one, there's this heavy use of theory, okay? Sociological social psychologists are obsessed with building general theories about the human condition. This is sometimes referred to as physics envy, where we try to abstract laws that apply to people across a variety of circumstances. Now,